All right, we're going to be taking notes today on mean, median, mode, and range. So the supplies that you are going to need are the two papers that the sub should have passed out to you, okay? This one right here and this one right here. You will also need scissors, glue, highlighter, and a pencil. I'm going to use a pen because it will be easier for you guys to see, but you need to have your pencil. All right, I think that's all. So you can pause the video if you need to gather those supplies. All right, so you should have your supplies. We're first going to start by getting our things cut, how we need to have them cut. So on this one, what you're doing is you're cutting all the little rectangles, squares, all the little things out, right on those dotted lines, okay? So cut all those out. This part right here kind of gives you those directions. We don't need that. That can be thrown away. So pause the video now, get this paper cut out. All right, the next thing we need to cut out is this. This is the actual thing that's the actual foldable. The other things we will glue onto this. So again, it says cut on the dashed lines. So all the way around here, dashed dotted lines, all the way around. So cut all those out. And then once you get it cut out, it's going to look like this. And then you can fold on the solid lines, so then it will look like that when it's all folded up. Okay, so pause the video now to cut that out. All right, we are ready to start gluing things in. The first one we're going to start with is the median. So right here on the back side of that flap, so it says median, on the back side of this flap, you need to find your definition. So you cut out those little squares and stuff. There is one that says about the median. It's the middle number in an ordered set of numbers. Okay, so I want you to take your highlighter and I want you to highlight the words middle and ordered. That's going to be important. So it's the median is the middle, but we have to put the numbers in order, and that's what a lot of you forgot to do on your pre-assessment, okay? So once you've highlighted those, you're going to go ahead and you're going to put glue on the back of that, and then on the back side of the median flap, okay, right there, you're going to place the definition for median. So when I open up median, it's right here. You can pause the video now and get that set up. All right, next we're going to do mode. So find the card that talks about mode. It says the number that occurs most often in a set of numbers. Mode equals most. M-O-M-O. Mode equals most. So take your highlighter, and again, I want you to highlight that underlined thing, most often. That's the mode, the number that occurs the most. Now, what if you have a set of numbers and there's only one of every number except we have 2 2s and 2 3s. We'll have two modes. It would be 2 and 3. What if we had a set of numbers and it was only the numbers one time? So we had the numbers 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Nothing repeated. We would say there was no mode. That's what we would write. We would say none, no mode. Okay, don't say 0 because 0 is an actual number. You would just say none. All right, glue on the back of that. And again, I'm going to go behind the mode flap, right there, our definition, okay? So far, this is what we've got. Okay, pause the video now and get that how it needs to be. All right, now we're ready for range. So find your rectangle here that talks about range. The difference between the largest and smallest number. So we want to know how far apart the numbers are. What's the range of the numbers, the spread? So I want you to take your highlighter and I want you to highlight the word difference. Difference is one of our key words. Remember what it means? Subtract. So you're going to take your biggest number and subtract your smallest number. I'm also going to highlight that little subtraction sign right there. All right, again, glue on the back of this and put it on the back side of range. Okay, just like that. So far, here's what we've gotten. Okay, so this will go like this. Mean, range down like that. When we open up range, we can see that. Open those, we can see those. Okay, pause the video now, get it like this. All right, next up we have mean. So we've got this last rectangle here. It says the quotient, dividing, the quotient of a set of numbers when the sum of the numbers in the set is divided by the add-ins. Holy cow, what does that mean? Okay, it means add all the numbers up, divide by how many numbers there are. You're finding the average. So, I don't really want you to highlight anything on this. I want you to take your pencil and I want you to write something. You're going to write add numbers and divide by how many there are. And I will show you this. Okay, so this is what I wrote. Add numbers and divide by how many there are. So pause that and get that written down. And then I think I'm also going to highlight it. Okay, so you can pause. All right, glue on the back of that. And we've got one left here, and that is mean. So here's what we've got. Here's what it looks like. Okay, if you get them upside down, not a big deal. We can always turn our book and stuff. Okay, we're not going to worry about that. All right, that should leave you with these two. We're not going to do anything with these today. All right, you need to keep them somewhere safe. You can put them in the back pocket of your black notebook. Just be careful they don't fall out. So put them somewhere where you're going to be able to come back to them next week. All right, I want to practice all this with you guys real quick. On my board here, this is the number of letters and the people in my family's name. And you know what? I just realized I forgot the dog. I'm going to add the dog, okay? So we'll put him at the end here. Hold on a sec. So 6, 5, and 4. Okay, so here's my husband. He has 3 letters. Tim. I have 5 letters in my name. Hannah. Erica, 5. Alyssa, 6. Brett has 5 letters. Jack the dog has 4. All right, when you have data, your first task is to put the numbers in order from smallest to biggest. So we've got 3, and then 4, and then we have 1, 2, 3 5s. So 1, 2, 3 5s, and then 6. All right. Let's start with mode. Okay, pretty easy one. Number that occurs the most. Well, you got it. It's 5. We have 3 of them. Everything else just has 1 of them. So 5 would be our mode. Okay, next let's do range. That's another pretty simple one. Remember, biggest minus smallest. So 6 minus 3 is 3. Our range is only 3. In the letters of people in my family, it's only a spread of 3. All right, let's do median next. Okay, here's my suggestion on median. We want to find the middle. So we're going to cross off the lowest, and then we're going to cross off the highest. And then we're going to cross off the lowest, and then we're going to cross off the highest. And then the lowest, and the highest, and uh-oh, what do we got in the middle? Really, we have 2 numbers left in the middle, 5 and 5. Now, it just so happens that what's in the middle of 5 and 5? Well, it's just 5. Okay, but let's say it wasn't 5 in the middle. Let's say this was a 4 here. We had 4 and 5 left in the middle. What's in between 4 and 5? You guessed it, 4.5, okay? So sometimes if you have an even number, like here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 numbers altogether. There has to be 2 left in the middle. Now, if I didn't include the dog on there, and I changed that, got rid of the 6, all right, the middle would now be, so low, high, 4 would now be in the middle. We'll practice median more when I come back, okay? But it's got to be in the middle. All right, and then the last one is mean. Oh, there's Google going off again on my phone. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. All right, mean. Remember, add up the numbers and divide by how many there are. So I'm going to add my dog back in there and put that back to a 5. All right, 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 5 is 12, plus 5 is 17, plus 5 is 22, plus 6 is 28. Divide by how many there are. How many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 28 divided by 6. I could use my calculator here. Let me get it out quick. 28 divided by 6 says 4.666666. We're going to round to the nearest tenth. So that second 6 makes the first 6 go up to a 7. So we're going to say the mean is 4.7. On average, in my household, there are 4.7 letters in people's names. Okay? All right. That's just the nuts and bolts of it, guys. That's just the very basic notes. You need to, if you haven't gotten it from the sub, you need to go get the practice worksheet. There's 4 sets of data, and you're going to find mean, median, mode, and range for each of those. If you have questions, I'll talk to you about them on Monday, but you need to give these a try. Make sure you get these notes done. All right. See y'all later.